Hey everyone, we are Tony and Sonya, and after more than 20 years of teaching, we finally decided we'd had enough and it was time for some adventure. So we quit our jobs, rented out our house and sold pretty much everything we owned. And while most midlife crises end up with a sports car, we bought a narrowboat called Kimberley-Jo. And along with our newest crew member Willow, we travel all over the UK's stunning and beautiful canal network. It'd be great if you came along and joined us on Same Ship, Different Day.
Welcome to this week's vlog. This week you find us at Hackgreen, just around the corner from a not-so-secret nuclear bunker. We also moor up in Nantwich, the place where we first decided that Kimberley-Jo was the boat for us. We navigate our first staircase lock doing the Bunbury shuffle, and we get busy making plans in a very teachery way. Join us this week on a Same Ship, Different Day. Welcome to a new vlog. I don't know if you can tell, but the weather's not that great today. It was very windy last night, and we got up this morning to rain and wind, and knowing us, we toyed with the idea of setting off earlier, but didn't bother in the end because it wasn't great. But now there's been a bit of a break in the wind, a bit of a break in the rain, so we're going to head off because we want to get to Nantwich today because Mitchell and Olivia, my son and daughter-in-law, are coming to visit at the weekend. So we want to get down there and a bit of an explore and find out what's best things to do. It's only about a 2-hour, possibly, cruise, 2 locks. Might even be about an hour and a half, so fingers crossed we get a mooring where we want to. Join us for the cruise today. It should be okay. I don't think it's going to be lovely. It'll be alright. It'll be a nice cruise, I'm sure. We leave our mooring in Hackgreen and make the short hop to Nantwich. After spending some time with family and after a brief stop at Barbridge, we make our way all the way along towards Beeston Castle, where we try and find a mooring.
Famous last words, but...
It's feeling quite nice now, quite balmy, the weather. Not quite so...
You now need to watch the whole of this video because with our record...
Right, it'll be quite nice for a cruise actually. It's not too hot.
No.
Sorry, I'm just going for a bridge.
Look at that direction. I can see a bit of blue sky. It doesn't seem sharp on the screen, but it probably does on the big picture. And then if I look in this direction, oh, there's our car as well. I thought it was a Jeep next to it, but I can't see it anymore. Let's come around this way. It's looking a bit darker maybe in that direction.
But perhaps we're following it. So it's going to go faster than we go, that's for sure.
Yeah, and then just up there on that bridge, just over there is where the nuclear bunker is.
The secret
Yeah, apparently.
nuclear bunker. Hackgreen secret nuclear bunker.
Yeah, look. Not the best way to keep a secret, eh? And that was the field we walked across.
Oh, it stinks.
Oh, you can smell what it was we walked across.
Oh.
I think the farmer was just looking at us like, what are you doing, mate? I've just put down all the manure in all of these fields. There appears to be someone at that lock. If it's looking like it's looking, we could be well lucky here. We could be just driving straight in. There's only 2 locks, and we might have 1 lock already in our favour.
There's something stuck behind the gate which is making for a tight entry, but actually it's not too bad, is it?
No.
Look at my hair, man. The wind. I blame the wind and the rain. It's starting to rain. Huh? Oh, I said it was going to be a nice cruise. It was like warming up. Oh, but yeah, it's starting to rain. But we're catching up with the weather we had, but I think it's going to blow over quite quickly. Ever the optimist, it will blow over quite quickly. That's my prediction.
And how's my second favourite little girl? How's my second favourite little girl? Son?
I'm fine.
How are you?
I'm great, thanks.
Good, okay. Oh, Willow, hello Willow. So, just try and remember what those exact words were, son.
I said it was going to be nice, it was balmy.
Balmy, that's right, balmy. Yeah. How's that going for you now, balmy?
Not quite so well. It's only light rain though.
Yeah, it's only light rain.
And it's not cold or windy.
And there are little bits of blue around as well, so if you feel like if you kept going, you might either run into the rain or get away from it.
I'm just getting prepared for autumn.
Now you see the swallows coming in. We love watching them. They're working like teams of about 8 or 9. Come swooping down one after the other into the water. Unfortunately, because we're on the boat, they don't do it too close to the boat, so I don't know how well you've seen that.
Swept look. So we've just gone past Bridge 91. There's some resident moorings, and then hopefully there's some visitor moorings just a little bit down here. We're on the aqueduct at the moment, which is kind of cool. But yeah, Tony's got off to walk up and see if there's a mooring. It's always a good thing to do because he spots them before I get there, and he'll be able to pace it out to see if it's big enough for the boat. It's hard to judge if it's big enough from back here. I still haven't got the hang of that. I'd love to know if it just becomes natural in the end. But yeah, so hopefully we're mooring up very, very soon. It's not been too bad, the weather. A bit blowy, a bit drizzly, but still quite warm, so all's good.
So we've just pulled the boat down. We were right back down round that corner, and the reason we've moved to here is in the background that's Nantwich, and in that direction just down there you should just about see that's the aqueduct with the staircase. You go straight down the stairs just by the aqueduct, and the road opposite is the road takes you into Nantwich with all the pubs and the shops and all that kind of stuff. So being here is just perfect. Mitchell and Olivia, so Mitchell, Sonya's son, and his wife are coming tomorrow, so it's spot on. We're in a really nice place, be able to go into town, watch the football, have something to eat, all that kind of stuff. And as it's bank holiday, there might be a few things on, who knows. So yeah, really pleased. We really wanted this spot here, and we came back from walking the dog, and Sonya was going to go off to do some shopping and get a bit of lunch, and she noticed that one of the boats was pulling out, so we quickly moved the boat down, and yeah, we are well chuffed to be right here. Today is a very important day on the boat. We've got to start thinking about what we're going to do in winter. It seems crazy because it's not even September yet, but
Not in the summer yet.
But you'll kind of see why. So we've got the big map out. So we're right here. We've got here's our different routes with dates roughly of when we think we'll stop at different places. All very roughly, but it just gives you an idea of how long it's going to take us. It's a process. We've got to work out where we're going, when we're roughly going to be there, because we want to get a marina for over Christmas. And for example, we've just started looking at the stoppages, having done all our route, and there's one fairly high up on the Oxford, which means we can't go to anywhere past that spot. No, so we've now got to look for a marina that is like Napton and above.
So as Tony's shown you, we've done a rough route plan, a route guide, which is there. So we can have an approximate idea as to where we're going to be and when we're going to be hitting Coventry, the Oxford, and that on the way to head back south for winter. And then
like birds, we migrate.
And then in the books, we're going to mark the stoppages, so we can see which stoppages are going to affect us before we can plan. So here we've got, like on this page, Bridge 130 is going to be shut for over a month. This is our preferred route, but once we check the stoppages, that might change. So we'll just have to see. This is the first time we've done it like this, haven't we? Last year we was just hit and miss. We just went and hoped for the best.
And if you watched the vlogs last year, it was a disaster.
Yeah, so we didn't know what we were doing.
We ended up having to leave the boat at Napton.
Yeah, while we went off for Christmas, because the locks didn't open in time. So what we hope to do is go from here up to Chester and then to Ellesmere Port. We'll turn around at Ellesmere Port because we don't want to do the Manchester Ship Canal, and come all the way back down again, and then go down the Llangollen down towards the Llangollen Basin. Then we're back up the Llangollen, across the Middlewich branch, which we've not done, and then down this part of the Trent and Mersey, through Scarecastle Tunnel, past Stoke, back down through Rugeley, and then back onto the Coventry Canal, which we're quite familiar with, and then head further south, down the Coventry Canal, towards past Fradley Junction, towards the Oxford here at Hawkesbury Junction. So we have to really think about, right, let's see where these closures are now and see if the route we've got planned is possible. And then we'll look for a marina where we're going to put the boat in for Christmas, so that we can go off travelling and seeing family and stuff without worrying about the boat security. That's what we're up to so far. What we're doing now is someone's going to check on her phone the other closures, and then if we find the closures, we're going to, she loves a post-it by the way, we're going to stick a post-it in, and then we'll be able to see just where we can or can't go. And then readjust accordingly. It's a traumatic moment for Sonya. Genuinely a traumatic moment for Sonya. We're going against the fold. This is genuinely stressful for Sonya. Just folding the map underneath because we need more map, because our previous route is no longer a route. Yeah, the Coventry is out of question. Coventry's gone. Coventry's down. Coventry's down, people. New route needed. Honestly, if you know how much this was tearing her to pieces inside. Well, you can, because I've got different coloured post-it notes for different waterways. Yeah, Shirley Tunnel. Yeah. Hatton Locks. Right, you cannot swear like that. We're filming it. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Your true colours coming out.
apologise for the bad language from Sonia. I get used to it.
There was no bad language. Success! We think we found our route, provided there are no other stoppages that we don't know about. So when we finished on the Llangollen, we're going to nip up the Middlewich branch, down the Trent and Mersey Canal as far as the Coventry Canal. We're going to nip down the Coventry Canal and the Birmingham and Paisley Canal, where we join the Grand Union, going south towards Leamington Spa, and then we pop into our marina there at Wigram's Turn, where we're going to leave the boat there for a month while we do the family things. So yeah, that's our route for the winter, provided there are no surprise stoppages.
The car there, the little white bit sticking out, and here they come up the steps.
Right, cheers everyone.
And then once we got to Barbridge, there was a few more drinks and some competitive Cluedo. So we've had a couple of days of Mitchell and Olivia, which was really fun. Basically what we did was yesterday we were going to do a round trip. So we was going to go from Nantwich up to Bridge Bar? Is it Bridge Bar? It might be. Bridge Bar. Up to there anyway. There'll be a bit across the bottom right now, showing me how stupid I am. Basically we was going to go up to there, we were going to have a few drinks in the pub, and then we was going to turn the boat around, go back to Nantwich, and then they were going to get an Uber back to their hotel, which is only about 10 minutes away. That was the plan. But then what happened is we got to Barbridge. It is Barbridge. How's that weird? So yeah, we got to Barbridge, and we just thought we might as well stay there, because otherwise for us we was going to go back to Nantwich and then turn around and come all the way back to Barbridge again, so it just seemed a bit daft. And the Uber was only a couple of pounds more expensive, so we ended up staying there. But I hadn't bothered recording any of the footage from Nantwich to Barbridge, because I thought, well, we're going to be doing that today. And I don't know if you care about it or not. I don't know if it's like anyone would be bothered about missing that little bit of footage, but there was a couple of cool bits along the way. I was a bit disappointed that you weren't going to be able to see them. So I'm walking back to get the car right now, and I brought the camera with me because I thought, well, I could just film the little bits that were quite cool along the journey. But you'll see what I mean when I show you the bits that I thought you'd quite like to see. So yeah, come along with me. So this is the main thing I wanted to show you. This boat now, where it's turning, is going to be going up the Llangollen. I think you'd say like that, roughly like that. My Welsh isn't great. But yeah, you've got like a little flight of locks. You can see Lockie on there. There's a boat just coming out, which is perfect for them. So we're going up to Chester and Ellesmere Port. Then we're going to turn around, and then we're going to be going up there in a couple of weeks' time, I'd imagine. 2-3 weeks' time. It's really exciting, because if we go down there, that massive great aqueduct I'm sure you'll want to see. So we're going up to Chester, and that takes you to Llangollen, as you can just see. At this point, go make yourself a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, come back, sit down and enjoy watching Sonya trying to get the pins out of the ground. Pure pleasure.
morning, and I'm off on my own today for the first bit because we left Barbridge Inn and I'm off to get services this morning. Well, Tony's gone to get the car and bring it up as far as he can. He's going to meet me at Calverley services, boaters services, and then hopefully join us then, and then we'll carry on up towards Beeston Castle today. So this is Barbridge Junction, and that is the Middlewich branch, and that takes you off up towards the Trent and Mersey Canal, but we'll be coming back to that later on. Stop here and get rid of the rubbish, do the Elsan, and fill up water, because in the book it says services, for boaters services, but the services they're referring to are it's a cafe shop thing. So I'm going to carry on towards Bunbury Locks, which is the next services, and Tony's going to meet me there. Willow is all tuckered out because of our visitors this weekend. She's been very, very busy, so she hasn't had as much sleep as she normally gets. But yeah, she's having a nap. So a little update from my last vlog, my last video, where I just thought there's no services here. It's a lie. There is a services here. It's just a bit further down. So I saw the cafe shop and thought that was it, but that was all there was. But no, here we are. We're at Calverley services. It's got everything you want here. Rubbish. Although they could do emptying the bin soon. Rubbish, water, toilets, showers, and Elsan. So we're all set now. We're full up. We've done some washing, and we're full up and empty in equal measure. No rubbish. And then we're off to Bunbury now. Tony's going to meet me. He's on his way down from Bunbury Locks now, and hopefully he's going to be here soon. If not, we're going to meet on the way. Yeah, but time to get moving, I think. And the gang is back together.
Right, so I've left the car up ahead and then walked back. Just met Sonya at the services. So I'm just up at Anglo Welsh by the locks. So is it just 2 locks, is it?
No, it's a staircase, one staircase of 2.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's our first staircase lock ever.
Our first ever staircase. I don't even know what it is. I don't even know. This is going to be fun because I'm the one that gets off and does it. I don't even know what it is.
Hey?
I don't even know what it is. What is a staircase lock?
So they're like, it's like steps basically. So instead of emptying or filling from a pound, you empty and fill into another lock, so they're in sequence.
Right.
There's no gap between them.
Okay.
So I think we're going down, so you have to make sure that the bottom lock is empty. You fill the top lock, which is a massive drop, it's about 15 foot or something, this one, and then you empty the first lock into the second lock,
Right.
and then you empty the second lock into the pound.
Don't know. Still don't know what a staircase lock is.
A bit like 2 locks in a steps, like staircase. The whole, it's in the name. You'll see when we get there.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll all see.
I thought I explained it pretty well, to be fair.
Oh, you did. I just glossed over it. I was like, what? There's too much information in one go. So we're in a proper queue. There's 2 boats ahead of us. We're hoping that there's lockies on. It looks like there might be a couple of lockies on. Because, as you might have gathered, I haven't got a clue what's going on here. So we're just drifting down the middle at the moment. Honestly, we were waiting for so long. We was drifting and started having to keep doing the engine to keep us in the middle. And eventually, we got caught on the silt on the side. I think it's pretty straightforward, to be fair. So they've gone in the top lock, which is full. The bottom lock at that point is empty. All the paddles are down. You then empty the top lock, so all the water from the top lock goes down into the bottom lock. You're now level with the bottom lock. You open the gates, go into the bottom lock, open the gates, and out you go. Doesn't sound too bad at all. I mean, I'm guessing you may be the bottom lock. If it's not quite level, you might have to empty the bottom lock a little bit as well. Haven't seen that bit yet, but yeah, it looks pretty straightforward.
So well, we've been waiting ages at the lock. So 2 boats went down, but 1 bloke wanted to come in and shuffle through, but I think Tony might have videoed this anyway, but shuffle through, but it didn't quite work out, so it ended up with a massive delay at the locks. The boat is now in the bottom lock, coming up. We're at the top lock and we want to go down, and they're waiting for another boat to come in and join them. So the bloke in the cottage has just said, if we fill this top lock and go in, we can do a shuffle midway. Wish us luck. This is our first one, and it looks more and more complicated by the minute. Lovely little lock cottage, and a very helpful person living in it. So a big shout out to the people on Narrowboat Bramble behind us, they're viewers, subscribers, so nice to meet you. We did the Bunbury shuffle together. What is crazy and very disconcerting is behind those gates they are letting in a whole load of water to fill that lock. And that is all that stops, those gates are all that is stopping that water coming down into this lock and flooding me. So yeah, really, really disconcerting at how deep this goes. I don't know if you can hear me, but or see what I can see. But through that gap, I can actually see the backs of the boats going up in that lock. Scary. Just arrived at Tilston Bank Lock. It's a double lock, which surprises me. I don't know why it should, because Bunbury were doubles. So that takes a long time to fill or empty.
We might have a change of plan actually. Rather than just stopping for lunch, we think we might just stop here for the rest of the day. We've both had enough of it today. Sometimes you see that point, you're like, yeah, that'll do. This is nice, nice enough spot. We've got railway track behind us, but we've not seen any trains go past, so that's not going to bother us at all. If anything, it'll be quite cool to see a train go past. And then someone did leave in the messages I need to go slower. I was making them dizzy. So I hope this isn't too quick for you still. I've tried a little bit more, but you can see that way it's quite nice. Nice little hill on the other side of us. There's a couple of birds of prey been going past. So yeah, it should be a nice spot. And then tomorrow morning I'll go get the car, bring the car forward, and we'll move properly down to Beeston Castle, because we won't be going there today anyway, so it seemed like a bit pointless to go through another couple of locks, because these locks are huge. Oh my god, these locks are huge. They take so long to empty, so long to fill. And the thingy that you wind, like the paddle when you do the winding on it, On the locks we've been used to, you wind it about 4 times and it's shut. Honestly, it felt like 100 times. You was just wind. So on that note, we are finally going to have a bit of lunch, and all that remains from myself and Sonya, the captain, the helmsman, as everyone told us couple of weeks ago. Helmsman.
What I'd like to say is thank you very much for liking, subscribing and commenting. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, before we go, we'd just like to say a big thank you to everybody, because this video is a couple of weeks later, but we had like a video, like I say, it'll be a couple of weeks ago now, just went off the charts for us. It was absolutely brilliant, and we got loads of subscribers from it. So now we are over 3,000 subscribers. So yeah, thank you everybody.
You. Yeah, thank you for all of our old subscribers and new ones.
Yeah.
I hope you still enjoy the videos.
Yep, stick with us. Stick with us.
Stick with us, people.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Thanks again for watching this week's vlog. If you click the box on the left, you get taken to some random YouTube recommendation video. If you click the box on the right, you go to our playlist of all our vlogs in order. And if you click the circle, you get to subscribe to our channel. And remember, that is completely free.